This is a place bursting with the energy and hope of young life. It is not so much a location as a state of mind, the Sunrise family.
It's more like a holiday camp than an orphanage. All the kids have such diverse talents and different personalities that when they all come together, it's just such a fun place to live.
Since its beginnings in 2005, Sunrise Orphanage has grown to become home to more than 70 school-aged children under the care of Emma Taylor and her team.
A typical day in the life of Sunrise involves the children waking up at around 5:30 a.m, washing their faces and hands, doing some morning exercises, their prayers, doing some study, having breakfast and then getting ready for school. Then the older ones head off on their bicycles at around 8:15, and then the school bus comes and picks up the remaining 65 or so and takes them off to school.
Bye. Bye.
They arrive home from school at about 4 p.m. on the school bus and change out of their uniforms, do their homework. The older ones do their homework right up until dinner's served, and the smaller ones get an hour or so to play before dinner.
The children play a major role in the running of their home, with the help of their live-in carers. Working on a roster system, they clean, wash dishes and take care of their own clothes.
So we try and teach them to become as independent and as responsible from a young age, but it's important for them in their future that they become, self-sufficient and able to look after themselves confidently when they leave Sunrise.
And time is set aside for creative pursuits too. Lessons in the intricate Tibetan technique of tanka painting. While just about everyone joins in regular dance classes on Saturdays, the one full day off school. No one embodies the exuberance of Sunrise quite like twins Bipin and Binam and their big brother Bishal. Even after cataract surgery, it's hard to keep Binam out of the action. But their lively confidence, and that of all the Sunrise children, is all the more remarkable for the difficulty of their past. They arrived in 2007, their father already dead, their mother dying.
The day that the 6-year-old twins Binam and Bipin were brought to Sunrise was heartbreaking. They couldn't understand after their father had left them. At that time they didn't know that he'd actually died. Then the mother was now leaving them and she was still there, so they wouldn't stop crying for about 3 hours.
Bishal returned to his mother for her few remaining weeks.
मेरो बुवा आमा बित्नु भएर कसैको सहयोग नपाएर आएको सनराइजमा आएको.
Not all of the children here are orphans. Ganesh's tale of abandonment has left him hurt and confused.
किनभने मेरो गाउँ परिवारको अवस्था त्यति राम्रो थिएन. मेरो बुवा रक्सी खाने हुनुहुन्थ्यो. उहाँले जहिले नि रक्सी खाँदै हामीलाई जहिले नि घरमा झगडा फैलाउनुहुन्थ्यो. अरूको घरमा जान्थे जहिले नि अरूको घरले त्यति मैले त्यहाँ घरबाट मैले त्यति आफ्नो आमाले बुवा आमाले दिने माया ममता पाएको थिइनँ.
Ganesh was sent by his parents to another Kathmandu orphanage, but conditions there were so appalling he ran away to Sunrise, having already received love and support from the team there. To watch him now, it's hard to imagine that he stopped walking for 7 months from the sheer psychological trauma of his early childhood. Bharat was at the same orphanage, where his cerebral palsy was not treated, but used as leverage.
Despite people coming to try and help Bharat with various treatments and support, the people that ran that orphanage denied him any support and treatment and used him for their own personal gain, using him to raise money for themselves, basically.
Abandoning or exploiting a child due to economic hardship may seem unthinkable. But the reality of life in Nepal makes it a real possibility. This is a country where unemployment and illiteracy rates nudge 50%, and infant mortality is the highest in South Asia. A quarter of the nation lives below the poverty line. In the toxic and garbage-strewn waters of Kathmandu's Kalamati River, families gather silt in the hope of selling it for building works. Some pick through the rubbish that lines the same banks in search of something of the smallest value. Others just abandon themselves to alcohol. This kind of poverty is not confined to the slums or the city. So to send a child away to an orphanage with the hope of food, shelter and an education may seem like the best thing to do. But Sunrise is committed to improving the lives of entire families, and here in Kalimati is supporting several projects to get children into the classroom without leaving their homes. Other children are bussed out to a nearby school, also thanks to sponsorship through Sunrise. And adult education classes in sewing and other handcrafts have been established here and in the wider community to give women in particular income-earning skills. Continuing support from Sunrise can also allow families to reconnect.
Pema and Susmita are two amazing children that have recently left Sunrise to return to live with an auntie that's now living in Kathmandu. Coming from far western Nepal, they also were sent originally to the same terribly run orphanage in Kathmandu and were then transferred from there to Sunrise shortly after we opened.
It quickly became clear that both children were very talented, and it didn't take them long to shine.
In Sunrise, I think all things are good. Having lots of fun with lots of brothers, sisters, and learning all the things like thanka, dancing, singing.
Pema and Susmita are amazing children. Pema was voted Assembly Captain at school and recently won a National Talent Hunt. Susmita is a star dancer performing at the local cultural programs and at school and of course entertaining everyone at Sunrise. It never went to their head, and when they had the opportunity to go and live with their own natural family, their auntie, in a small dark room in Kathmandu, they chose to do that.
I feel good to stay with her and enjoying. That's fine.
Their achievements are mirrored right through the Sunrise family. At Saraswati School, you'll find the Sunrise children excelling in their studies and filling almost every leadership role. Lakshmi is a basketball star and student leader. Lal is a line captain. His sister, Kim Maya, is a class captain and vice poetry captain. Saugat is a student body leader. And Ganesh has proved remarkable.
He's one of those kids who, because of his own suffering, just reaches out to others and befriends anyone who's in need and anyone that's a little bit downtrodden and has the biggest heart of gold.
There's no shortage of love at Sunrise.
किनकि दिदीले माया गर्नुहुन्छ अनि दिदीले पढाउनुहुन्छ दिदीले होमवर्क सिकाइदिनुहुन्छ अनि दिदीले के अरे लुगा धुनमा सहयोग गर्नुहुन्छ अनि कपालको स्कुल जाने बेलामा कपाल गरिदिनुहुन्छ यति
सनराइजले गर्दा नै म अहिले म रियलाइज गर्न सक्छु कि म चाहिँ जे पनि गर्न सक्छु भनेर रियलाइज गर्न सक्छु
सनराइज चाहिँ एउटा बस्ने ठुलो पाया छ अनि त्यसपछि यहाँबाट अनि स्कुल जाने वातावरण पनि पाएको छ अनि यहाँ एउटा अनि सिङ्गिङ क्लास पनि पाएको छ अनि त्यसपछि फिजियो रुम
भाइहरूले पनि मलाई माया गर्छन् म पनि भाइहरूलाई माया गर्छु त्यसैले मलाई भाइहरूको माया लाग्छ
But the pathways to such transitions have never been easy. Without land or buildings of its own, the orphanage is constantly challenged to meet the needs of 70+ children in an unpredictable environment. Water supply is dependent on the season, and sometimes landlords illegally siphon it off from government lines. Frequently, the orphanage is left short. Power cuts are a daily occurrence, in some seasons lasting up to 20 hours per day. And Nepal's often unstable political situation, which recently has seen rioting and strikes close down Kathmandu's streets, means the children have in the past been forced to miss school.
We've been living in rented premises since we opened Sunrise and have had to move on average every 18 months so far, which, as you can imagine, is very disruptive to the children both physically and emotionally. Tenants have no rights like they do in Australia, so we've got the landlords constantly hassling us, and we just don't have that sense of security and stability.
The search for land is underway. The goal for Sunrise Children's Association Incorporated is a purpose-built complex on the outskirts of Kathmandu that would accommodate not just the orphanage, but training programs and recreational facilities that the wider community can use as well. And the legacy Sunrise builds won't just be in bricks and mortar. Already, the children have built in their own minds a way towards a better future for Nepal.
जब मेरो स्कुल सिद्धिन्छ म गाउँमा फर्किन्छु र म जस्तै दुःख पाएको बालबालिकाहरूलाई म जस्तै गरेन मैले जस्तै यहाँमा ज्ञान गुण हासिल गरेको छु त्यो कुरा सबै उलाई मेरो गाउँको सबै माथि सूचना फैलाउँछु र यसको यस्ता कुराको ज्ञान हासिल गरेर उनीहरूलाई म जस्तै गरेर यो देशको लागि केही गर्नलाई म मद्दत गर्छु